Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at a game that's going to be prime competition for Battlefield 2042, and the game is called World War III. Now, for those who have been watching me for when I say a long time, I mean a really long time before, Call of Duty Modern Warfare gave me some more hype, before Black Ops Cold War gave me some more hype for the channel, before Battlefield 2042 gave me more hype for the channel, before all of that stuff, at the very beginning, I made a commentary and I went ahead and purchased the very early access version of World War III about 2 to 3 years ago, because personally, I wanted to make more content for you guys, and also, this game came out during the prime of Battlefield 5, and for those who remember the prime of Battlefield 5, the game was a disaster, hands down one of the worst Battlefield experiences ever made. Current day, it's definitely improved. They made better changes, and the game's actually kind of enjoyable, but in its prime, it was disgusting. Like I said, one of the worst Battlefield games I've ever played, and a lot of the Battlefield community looked at World War III as the saving grace for the community. Just like how a lot of Call of Duty fans are looking at Battlefield 2042 right now as their saving grace from the toxic Call of Duty games that keep being put out to us. Same thing for World War III. The Battlefield 5 community was sick of their game, and getting no content for months, having no support for months, changing the time to kill 50 times. People were sick of it, okay? People were sick of Battlefield 5. They saw World War III be announced. It was the game. A modern, near-futuristic military game based on World War III events with all types of modern equipment, a bunch of attachments, vehicles, large-scale maps. This was the replacement for Battlefield 5. But as time has gone on, and obviously the game finally released in its extremely early access version, I think it was like an alpha or something, it wasn't even being close to being finished. Seriously, it was a really early access. And I went ahead, like I said, I purchased this game for a pretty pricey tag. I don't remember why. I think $30 or $40 I purchased. I can't believe I paid that money for this game. God help me. But I went ahead and purchased it, okay? Like I said, a lot of the Battlefield community thought this game was going to be phenomenal. We went ahead and played it. And, as we all expected, the hype took over everybody's opinion of the game. The game came out horribly optimized, barely any, support or anything of that sort, and the support was so minimal. Especially compared to Battlefield 5, which was really a kick in the face because the support for Battlefield 5 was so trash. That's why a lot of the community left that game for World War III. But the support for World War III was even worse. It was so bad that the development team, and I guess I don't know who's in control of this game, but they took it off the Steam store. It was so bad that they removed it from the Steam store because it was not getting enough support. People were leaving the game because it was poorly optimized. It was just a mess. On my old PC, I don't have that good of specs, obviously. On my old PC, I had a 1060 in there, a 3 gig 1060 to be exact, so it was absolute garbage. But, even running on all low settings on this game, I was getting like 20, 30 frames. And when I say it was horribly optimized, and that was about 3 years ago. When I say it's horribly optimized, it was very poorly optimized. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, despite the lack of support from the development team, despite the horrible optimization, I really enjoyed this game down to its core. Just the gunplay, the movement, the gameplay. It felt like a mix of Battlefield 3, maybe a little bit of Squad, a realistic TAC milsim that's on the Steam store for PC players, and also a little bit of Escape from Tarkov. It's a different and unique game and experience. And I never one day in my life wanted to see this game flop. I only wanted success for it. And yes, the Battlefield community saw this game as a replacement for Battlefield, and I think that's why it did so poorly, because people wanted it to replace Battlefield. So, in order to replace Battlefield, that means they would have to copy and paste everything in the Battlefield game over to here, and then enhance it and make it better, but they didn't do that. They advertised to the Battlefield community, but at the end of the day, they still kept their own personal taste of what this game is all about. You can't hop on any other game, even though I said it feels like Tarkov, BF3, Squad, and all that stuff, you cannot hop on any of those games and say any of them feel like World War III. It's unique. And that's very rare to see out of a game that's not made by a AAA development team. This was an indie developed game, basically, and it's this good looking for its current state. It brought something new to the table, and I'm sad to see that they took it off the Steam Marketplace so soon. One-shot headshots. If they have a helmet on, you have to shoot them between the eyes if you want to get a one-shot headshot. If they have a helmet and you shoot them in the head, it's going to plop their helmet off for the first shot, and then you have to get a second shot to the head to kill them. It's amazing. You have chest armor as well, so if they shoot you in the chest, it does less damage, so you have to aim for like the neck area or around the stomach area to avoid it's insane. You can change your bullets that you want, so you can have armor-piercing bullets, so you can shoot people in the helmets or the chest plates, or better HP bullet. The game is really solid. And on top of that, they had the best microtransaction system out of any FPS game, because there was none. There is no microtransaction system in this game. You got in-game currency, which you used on weapons, you used on a wide variety of skins, gold camo, bronze plated camos, a bunch of cool unique pattern camos, realistic camos that you see on my gun right here. You could use on anything, on attachments, on actual character things, like I can change the arm paint on my arms, my face paint. I can pick different helmets. I can wear a gas mask if I want. I can wear a face mask, you know, tarps for all I want or all I care, shirtless, sleep, anything. And it's all through in-game playtime. This game was underrated. It was simply underrated. But today, I'm bringing you guys fantastic news, because the game is finally making a return. Now, it's not official. It's not official yet when the game is going to be coming back alive, but they have showed us and teased us everything that they're changing in this game. And when I say it's going to be massive differences, I'm being dead serious. It's a completely new game. I'm going to try to link that video down in the description. I'm going to try my hardest to remember. I'm an airhead, so if you guys don't see the link in the description, spam the comments down below, and I will put the link there later on. Just check later in the day, and it'll be there. But every flaw that was in World War III, they are changing and fixing, and they're bringing the game back to the Steam Marketplace. It's not confirmed when the game is going to return to the Steam Marketplace, but they're finally bringing it back. They're going to change all of the animations in this game. So what you see right here, all the clunky mechanics, completely remodeled. Like I said, watch the video. They're going to add in basically the plus system from Battlefield 2042, but it's going to be called the backpack system. You're going to be able to, at any point in time, change your scope, your muzzle, your grip, anything that you want on your weapon, you could change right there in the moment. And they're also going to be working on optimization, which is huge. Honestly, if it wasn't for the Battlefield fans not being happy that it wasn't a Battlefield replica, that is another main reason why this game flopped. Strictly the optimization. I have a 3090 in my PC, and I'm getting 100 frames on this game, and a team deathmatch. There's 20 players in this map. On a small scaled map, I'm getting 100 frames. And it gets even worse when you move over to the Warzone game mode, which is basically Conquest from Battlefield. I'm lucky if I can even hit 70 frames. I am lucky if I can even hit 70 frames. And keep in mind, this isn't anywhere close to the scale of Battlefield, okay? There's only 30 players in a game of Warzone, which I guess I should just say Conquest so you guys can understand it more clearly. But like I said, it's the same thing. But 30 players on a decent-sized map, and I could barely hit 70 frames with a 3090, bro. I mean, I'm getting like 40, 50 frames constantly, consistently on this game, and it's no wonder the game died. If those specs can't run good frames on this game, then, I mean, even an average PC is going to struggle. They're probably going to be getting like 30 frames playing this game. On all low set, it's probably not worth it during the time. But they're working on optimization and the brand new update as well. They're going to improve how the game plays. They're changing the way the weapons feel to have a more realistic recoil pattern, along with making sure that a lot of the attachments are more up to date. It has been about 3 years since this game has launched, and some new technology has come out, so they're going to revamp all the attachments in this game to make sure it fits modern military standards. But one of my favorite things about World War III is what the developers call playable realism. Basically, they allow you to have a milsim type experience while still having a arcadey fun playstyle game. And I know a lot of people are going to say Battlefield is a milsim game. It's not. I don't care what anybody says. I'm never going to agree with that statement. I just can't. Battlefield is almost just like Call of Duty. It just takes a little bit more thought process, but down to the core, they're both arcadey games. There's nothing at all realistic about Battlefield. There's nothing realistic about flying a jet in the sky, jumping out and slapping someone with an RPG. There's nothing realistic about whipping around in a Jeep and road killing a bunch of people with no hesitation. It's nothing realistic about any of the stuff that goes on in Battlefield. That's what makes it so fun. It's arcadey. But World War III is a different experience. That's why I said it reminds me of Squad and Escape from Tarkov. It has a very milsim realistic style to this game that personally I love, because for those who watch me on stream a lot and watch me on YouTube too, I love milsim games. I play games like Insurgency Sandstorm. I play games like Squad on the regular. I love milsim games, but World War III takes the aspects from games like that and adds a playable factor, something that's a little bit more arcadey. You could feel, that's why I said as well in the beginning of the video, I have a feeling of Battlefield 3 a little bit, of gunplay, and partially a little bit in the movement as well. It allows you to have fun while still having the realistic aspects. Like I said earlier, you can change the density of your freaking helmet, you know, for more durability against bullets. And if you shoot someone in the helmet, it's not going to one-tap them to the head. It's going to plop the helmet off. If you shoot them in the chest, it's going to take armor damage. You got to shoot them in the neck or the stomach. It's so many things in this game that are so realistic, down to the customization of the weapons, the customization of the vehicles. It's absurd. And yet they're still able to have a playable arcadey style to the game. It's phenomenal. This game obviously isn't meant for everybody because of that exact feature. I could suggest Battlefield 2042 to anybody out there because obviously, like I said, it's an arcadey game. But this game is a little bit more on the milsim side, so it's not meant for everybody. But if you do enjoy games like Battlefield, Squad, Insurgency Sandstorm, Escape from Tarkov, games like that, I think you might enjoy this game as well. And also, they have score streaks in this game. But the best part about them, get this, is that they're not like Call of Duty score streaks where it's mostly dependent on kills, like in Black Ops Cold War, even go far back to Black Ops 2 and stuff like that. Score streaks were still heavily dependent on kills over actually going for score and objectives. But in this game, you can get as many kills as you want. It's going to be hard to go ahead and get some of the top tier streaks. You have to play OBJ. The only way you can get some of these insane artillery strikes and high explosive streaks is going and capturing and defending objectives. It's phenomenal, man. It changes everything and it makes people play OBJ. You have to play OBJ or you won't get any good experience out of the game. I mean, even look at this team deathmatch that I'm playing right here. There's no streaks in this game mode because there's no objectives. You see what I'm saying? They only allow you to get overpowered things if you help your team win the game. I like that. I like that idea, and it helps the playstyle of the game. If they did the same thing towards Call of Duty, where you get more points for actually capturing and holding objectives over the kills that you get, I guarantee you the gameplay would change in Call of Duty as well. But obviously the developers are too stupid to actually even give that a shot, so why even bother? But ladies and gentlemen, this is World War III. I hope I maybe convinced one of you guys, or maybe a couple of you guys, to go ahead and maybe put this game on your wish list on Steam. It's not out just yet. Like I said, they removed it from the Steam store due to the condition that it's in, and trust me, you do not want to be playing the current version of this game that you're watching right here. It is really bad. But after the update, it should be a massive improvement, probably a completely different game. That it's almost like, honestly, this game is completely nothing now. They're making a new model. So if you guys want to be a part of that new project, make sure you go on the Steam store, put it on your wish list, and I will be streaming this game. Since I purchased this game 3 years ago at launch, I am still allowed in because, like I said, I already purchased the game a long time ago. If they took this game away from me, they better give me my money back. So I can still play. So if you guys want to watch this gameplay live, see what's going on with it, make sure you tune into my live streams. I live stream over on Twitch every single day. Link to that stuff is down in the description. Make sure you leave a follow. And like I said, I'll keep you up to date with this game on the regular. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like button. Say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And like I said before, if you want to catch me live stream some video games, I do that every single day over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.